at work, dog, I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's right. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praise.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. For the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jam, end zone.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To about the 40-yard line. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the on as the punter. Johnston now as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think you were very fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 14, Texans, nothing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes Cooks. On 2nd and 9, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Hand off left side, Pierce. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Houston Texans were looking to add another playmaker to his receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football.
Pierce now up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't feel the ball quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the banding.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why they look lethargic. Kind of sank in the shows on the scoreboard.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going to work for them. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Playing with us, doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 69 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0.
Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go play action. Mills.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mills to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
In motion left goes Cooks. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills.
That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down throw for Mills. Caught left side by Mechie.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throwing, Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Mills to throw for it on fourth. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime. Intermission for the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. King going to look to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Throwing on second and long. Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw is Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. So getting 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get through it when we watch him make catches, as we just said, LG there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Christian Harris brings him down. That's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. This defense coming out after the half, and if that play's any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
On the return, it's King. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
180 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Mills now. And Cooks has it over the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there to catch and run. 34 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, they took a shot there, tried to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Desmond King making the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of the yard, and things get a little more difficult here in 4th and 5.
Sometimes I think quarterbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Again, credit, they took their shot. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I'm saying guys got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, 47 yards. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Tackle by Jonathan Grenard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception, running in 2 last week. Another one here. He's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
How many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, 41 yards. And the Texans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to get a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
They bring their safety on the blitz, and they must throw the driving for an 8-yard loss. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll get this to Nwangu, and they're going to get him down.